Hello, welcome to today's class. In last class, we have discussed even functions and odd functions and the concept of transition dipole moment integral. Before proceeding further, let us revise these concepts once again. Transition dipole moment integral is given by integral minus infinity to infinity psi e star mu psi g d tau. This transition dipole moment integral is very important in predicting whether a spectroscopic transition is allowed or forbidden. If this integral is 0, then the transition is forbidden. If the integral is not equal to 0, then the transition is allowed. However, we need not completely calculate this integral to know whether it is 0 or non-zero. Instead, we just observe this function f of x, the integrand psi e star mu psi g. If this function is an odd function, then the integral will become 0. If f of x is an even function, then the integral is non-zero. If the integral is 0, the transition between psi g and psi e, ground state to excited state, this transition is forbidden when the integral is 0. If it is non-zero, I not equal to 0, then the transition is called an allowed transition. So in order to know whether a transition is allowed or forbidden, we need to check whether this function psi e star mu psi g is an even function or an odd function. If it is an even function, the transition is allowed. If it is an odd function, the transition is forbidden. In terms of character tables in group theory, even or symmetric function is always represented by the Mulliken symbol A1 or A1G. So, if the final symmetry of f of x is either A1 or A1G, then the transition is an allowed transition. Otherwise, the transition is forbidden. So basically we are interested in symmetry of this function psi e mu psi g. This we call f of x. So this symmetry, if it is a1g, the transition is allowed. If it is not a1, then the transition is forbidden. So let us start. So how do we determine the symmetry of this triple product? First, I will teach you how to calculate the direct product. This is the character table of C2V point group. Here we have four representations A1, A2, B1, B2. And the symmetry operations in this group are identity, C2, sigma xz and sigma yz. Now let us see how do we take the direct product of two representations A1 dot A2. This is nothing but simple multiplication. So 1 into 1, 1, again 1 into 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1. This is called as direct product. Similarly, if you want to take A1 dot B1, so then you have this one and this one. So 1 into 1, 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1. This is called as direct product. Similarly, we can also calculate triple product. Suppose my ground state, I assume if it has A1 symmetry, and my excited state, let us say I assume it has A2 symmetry, and mu, let's say that it has some B1 symmetry. Now we take the direct product of these three representations. So first let's do A2 B1 and then multiply by A1. A2 B1 is equal to, so we multiply the second one and third one, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into minus 1, 1. Now we multiply this by A1, A2 B1 of A1. A1 has all ones, so this will not change. 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1. So finally, 1 we got 1 minus 1, 1, 1. So this is not equal to A1. So the direct product A2 B1 A1 is not equal to A1. Therefore the transition involving ground state with A1 symmetry and excited state with A2 symmetry, this transition is forbidden because the triple product is not equal to A1. So in this way we determine whether a transition is allowed or forbidden. Now let us see whether DD transitions are allowed or forbidden based on the triple product that just we have discussed. So we know that DD transitions occur from T to G to EG or vice versa. So here my ground state psi G is T to G, my excited state psi E is EG, and transition dipole moment mu can have three components: X component, Y component and Z component. So let us see where is the XYZ components: mu X, mu Y, mu Z. These three components have mu has T1U symmetry. Now let us calculate our integrand function f of x is psi e mu psi g. The triple product is now given by psi e is Eg, mu is T1U, psi g is T2g. So this triple product we have to find out. So first let us do Eg into T1U. So this is Eg and this is T1U. So just do the multiplication. 2 3s 6, minus 1 into 0 0, 0 into minus 1 0, 0 into 1 0, 2 into minus 1 minus 2, 2 into minus 3 minus 6, 0 into minus 1 0, minus 1 into 0 0, 2 into 1 2, 0 into 1 0. So this is Eg into T1U. Now I have to multiply this by T2G. Eg into T1U into T2G. So I have to multiply this by T2G. So here is my T2G. So I multiply 3 into 6, 18. After that I get 0, 0, 0. And the fourth one I get minus 2, minus 1, 2. Then minus 6, 3, minus 18. Here I get 0, 0. And finally 2 into minus 1 minus 2 and 0. So this is what we got, and clearly this is not equal to A1. So this transition from T to G to EG or vice versa is forbidden. Actually we need not even do this complete triple product, but just we can see that T to G EG. G means Garrett or even function. So even function into even function. So this is even function. For mu it is T1U. U is ungarrett or odd function. So an even function into odd function is always odd function. So the integral will be 0. So instead of doing this triple product, we can directly know that whether the overall symmetry is even or odd. If the overall symmetry is odd, then the transition is forbidden. Now let us see how we can find out IR active and Raman active vibrational modes using character tables. But before that, let us consider some observations from these character tables. Let's do A1 dot A1, A2 dot A2, B1 dot B1, B2 dot B2. So A1 into A1, A1 is always, all characters under A1 is 1. So A1 is always A1. Now let us do A2 into A2. A2 is this one, 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1. 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into minus 1, 1, minus 1 into minus 1, 1. So this is also equal to A1. Similarly, you can check that B1 into B1 is also A1. B2 into B2 is also A1. So any irreducible representation multiplied by itself, AI into AI or BI into BI, is always A1. So this will be very helpful when we try to figure out the IR active vibrational modes or Raman active vibrational modes. So first let's figure out the IR active vibrational modes by taking example of a water molecule. Water molecule has three different vibrational modes: symmetric stretch, anti-symmetric stretch, and bending. The symmetries of these are: symmetric stretch has A1 symmetry, anti-symmetric stretch has B1 symmetry, bending has again A1 symmetry. How do I know this? This is simple to do. Let's see how this can be done. So symmetric stretch I represent as two vectors, both are pointing in the same direction. When I apply the symmetry operations, that is identity C2 sigma xz sigma yz. So these four operations I apply on this water molecule and see whether these vectors change direction or not. If I apply identity, nothing will change, so I'll get 1. If I apply C2, then there is a rotation. So this vector comes here, this comes here, but the direction of vectors will not change. So it will be 1. Similarly, if I reflect within the molecular plane in xz plane, the direction of arrows will not get changed. Similarly, when I reflect in a perpendicular yz plane, the direction of arrows will not change. So symmetric stretch is A1. Now let us consider anti-symmetric stretch. So here one bond is stretched, other bond is compressed. So the vectors point in opposite direction. When I apply identity, nothing will change. However, when I rotate, the left side hydrogen comes towards right and right side hydrogen come towards left. So the vectors change direction. So I'll get -1. Similarly, when I reflect in xz plane, reflection within the molecular plane, nothing will change. However, if I reflect in a perpendicular plane, the arrows change positions, so it will become -1. So I got 1, -1, 1, -1. So this is 1, -1, 1, -1. So this is B1. Similarly, bending is represented. So this is basically to and fro motion, which involves changing of the bond angle, HOH bond angle. So here this I represent with two arrows, one pointing this and another pointing towards the right side hydrogen. So here if you apply all the four operations, nothing will change because this is the vector. You apply identity C2 sigma xz and sigma yz on this, nothing will change. The direction of arrows will not change. So this is also is A1. So symmetric stretch is A1, anti-symmetric stretch is B1, bending is A1. Now we see whether these vibrational modes are active in IR or not. So now let us start to identify IR active and Raman active vibrational modes using the character tables. As I have already discussed, we are interested in the symmetry of psi g, psi e, mu, psi g. Here psi g is the vibrational ground state, which is always represented by A1 because vibrational ground state is vibrations at absolute zero, which are always minimal, and so we can represent it using a symmetric representation A1. Here mu can be mu x, mu y and mu z. And psi e can be the three different vibrational modes: symmetric stretch, anti-symmetric stretch, bending, which we found has symmetries A1, B1 and A1. We have also learnt that whenever you multiply one irreducible representation with itself, we always get A1. So this is very important. Psi g is already A1, so we just keep it aside. So now we are interested in psi e mu. Psi e can be symmetric stretch, anti-symmetric stretch, bending. So symmetric stretch, this is A1, anti-symmetric stretch, this is B1, bending, this is B1. So if I need to get A1, this should be multiplied by A1. For anti-symmetric stretch, if I need to get A1, it should be multiplied by itself. So I should get B1. Here, sorry, this bending is A1. Here, in order to get A1, I should multiply by A1. So the mu x, mu y and mu z components. So here these are the dipole moment components. The dipole moment components can be either A1 or B1. So A1 is basically z component. So it can be mu z. B1 is basically x component. So it can be mu x. So the transitions are allowed with respect to z component or x component of the dipole moment, but forbidden with respect to y component, because if y component I take mu y, this is basically B2. If I take here B1 into B2, let us do this. 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into minus 1, 1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So this is not equal to A1. Similarly, when we consider Raman active vibrational modes, we always consider the function f of x is equal to psi e. Instead of mu, we take alpha. Alpha is called polarizability. Alpha is a polarizability is a tensor. It has components. It can be represented by a 3 by 3 matrix. So x, y, z, x, y, z, x square, xy, xz, yx, y square, yz, zx, zy, z square. So it has basically 9 components. If you consider xy and yx are same, then you will basically have x square, y square, z square, xy, yz, zx. So if you then we'll have overall 6 components. So when you have the C2V character table, then you have to check as symmetric stretch, this is A1, anti-symmetric stretch, this is B1, and bending, this is A1. So we go back to the character table and check which of these 6 components have either A1, here we should have A1 or B1. So which of these 6 components have A1 or B1? We'll check this. So here we see that x square, y square and z square, these have A1 symmetry, and we can also have B1 symmetry. B1 symmetry is xz. So that transitions are allowed with respect to x square, y square, z square or xz, but they are forbidden with respect to these components. The transitions are allowed with respect to yz, which has B2. Here yz is B2, but here it cannot be B2 because the both components need to be same in order to get A1. So with respect to yz and with respect to xy, this one and this one, yz and xy, with respect to these two components, the transitions are forbidden. In this slide, we will see what is orthogonality. So basically, we can treat these irreducible representations as vectors, and we can calculate dot product of these vectors. For example, let's take the dot product of a1 vector and a2 vector. Please note that this is different from direct product. Here we consider a1, a2 just as vectors and we take a dot product. So here we do like this: 1 into 1, these two are multiply, plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 into minus 1. So we see that overall it is 2 minus 2, 0. So A1 and A2 are orthogonal to each other. So in general, any two irreducible representations of a character table are orthogonal. That is, A1 dot A2 is equal to 0. Similarly, A1 dot A3 is equal to 0. Similarly, A2 dot A3 is equal to 0. Or any two irreducible representations, if we take, they have to satisfy this property of orthogonality. The two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, let's take dot product of a vector with itself. So 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1. So we get 4. So similarly, even if you take A2 dot A2, A3 dot A3 and so on, you get 4. This 4 is called order of the group. Order of the group is the number of symmetry operations in a group, number of elements in a group. Here you can see that there are total 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called order of the group. The functions here you see, all of these are linear functions. Here x represents translation along x-axis, y represents translation along y-axis, z represents translation along z-axis, or alternatively xyz represents dipole moments xy and or z components. Rx, Ry and Rz represents rotation along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. All these 6 represent components of the polarizability tensor. To summarize, we have looked at how to find out IR active or Raman active vibrational modes using the symmetry of psi E, mu, psi G to find out IR activity, and psi E, alpha, psi G for Raman activity. In both the cases, psi G is a vibrational ground state which is always equal to A1. So we are not bothered about it. So we are interested only in psi E mu or psi E alpha. In order for this to be A1, both mu and psi E must be of same symmetry. That is, both psi E and mu belong to same irreducible representation. If one is B1, the other should also be B1. If one is B2, the other should also be B2. Similarly, in the case of polarizability, both psi E and alpha must belong to same irreducible representation.